Hello, welcome back. I'm live from the blue dimension, as you can see from my lights, and we're going to be playing Half-Life Diffusion, Stream 3. It's currently 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time on March 26, 2026. Time is going so fast. And this is my third stream playing Half-Life Diffusion, a total conversion mod for Half-Life built on Zash 3D. And I'm excited to see what's going to come next. My thoughts on Diffusion, really quickly, so far. I thought that the pacing was a little bit too slow in the beginning. The first chapter dragged a lot, and then the second chapter was very similar to the first chapter. The third chapter that we started at the end of the last stream is where things really picked up. The place called the Blue Dimension feels very different from other Half-Life mods. So I was really excited to see some variety. There's more more projectile-based weapons, energy weapons, and so the dash ability that's unique to this mod works really well in that kind of environment. It's been fun, and I'm looking forward to playing some more. I'm afraid that this might be the kind of game that I get stuck streaming for a really long time, because it seems really long so far, but I'm still interested to see what they come up with next. Just a few comments before I get started as well. On Saturday, I'm going to play Garagulation on Steam. Garagulation is a mod that came out in, I believe, 2022? No, maybe more recently than that. I don't quite remember. But it came out a couple years ago, and it just was released on Steam. And it was made by Kralik and Kralik's new development team, so I'm really excited to play it on stream and record my thoughts on it, because the first time I played it was before I started streaming. So that will be fun. I'm really looking forward to that on Saturday. In the meantime, let's play some more Diffusion. Every time I go to this main menu, sorry, I keep thinking the guy on the right looks like Obama. Is that just me? Am I crazy? Looking at graphics real quick. Yeah. Okay. Good game. Chapter 3, the teleport. See here. So last time we entered the blue dimension and we picked up some new alien weapons. Not this. This is just a future weapon. We've got this plasma rifle, and there's also a plasma sniper that I think I'm out of ammo for. I'm out. It looks like I'm out of ammo for most of my weapons right now. Got the plasma rifle, M4. Shotgun, and the assault rifle. I think our goal was to find a teleporter. Cheese Dreamer says, "My name is Lieutenant Smith, and this is my favorite sewers fan in the blue dimension." Hi, Cheese Dreamer. Welcome in. Good to see you. Look at the shadows from that fan. The dynamic shadow? No, it's not. That's okay. No one's gonna notice the difference. I think I need to go through here. Blue Dimension took such a dramatic turn from the style of the mod up until now. Crystal is needed. Oh, there's some crystals. Convenient. Oh yeah, that's overhealing. How are you doing today, Cheese Dreamer? Having a good week so far? Oh, what is this? Oh, they're making the robots. And I was right, those are pulse rifles from Aliens. Why do they have M41A pulse rifles from Aliens? Alright, I guess. Yeah, I feel that. It's been really busy for me. Lots of stuff going on. If you could excuse me for just like 2 minutes, I gotta go get something really fast. Azure Sheet moment, yeah. I gotta go get something. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that. Um, so if we look at robots here and look very carefully at the gun that they're holding, see those rifles that the robots have, right? It's this. That's the gun they got. M41A pulse rifle. That on the yeah, that's on the camera. Okay. Yeah. Small world. Hopefully we'll get to fight some of them using it. Personal friend, yeah. Let me introduce you to a close personal friend of mine. I'm so glad I have that. Ah, that's where I was supposed to go. Am I crazy for saying I didn't think that was a door? Look at all these lights. What do you think they mean? I like this hallway. Got like shapes, you know? Like the arc of this wall, but then there's also like the curve of like this shorter wall. I don't know. There's a lot of dimension in this hallway. The light lamp would indicate it's a door. Yeah, you're right. I didn't pay enough attention to the lighting. Okay, nothing to see up there. Here we go. The purple dimension. I think you're right. What a twist. Where do you think we're gonna go next? The green dimension? Is that the crystalline? No, it's not. Yeah, maybe that is. This is the crystalline. Okay. Robots. Eat boop. Ah. This section is really blippity and bloopity, you know? There's an orange dimension in the corner. I want to go to the orange dimension. That's my favorite color. I think this one had the pulse rifle, but I can't tell now. Fortunate. Gotta remember to use my alt ability too. What is that gun? I think that's a gun we'll probably pick up later. What if we shoot these? Oh, there's glass. Yeah. Violence is not the answer. Ooh, I don't like that lean when he reloads the shotgun. Did you guys see that? Or are you thinking to play separate scenarios for RE2R in different modes, or just one scenario in VR? What do you mean by scenario? Maybe it's because I haven't played Resident Evil 2 Remake before. Because I know there's like the main campaign and there's like the, what's it called? Fourth Survivor or something. But, oh, don't want to kill him. Just go around. Yeah, I can... Oh. Hit me. Whee.
Interesting design. I think you can reroute the energy to the bridge from here.
Can't shoot me through the portal because it's not really a portal. This is a cool implementation of portals. I can tell that the resolution is a little bit lower through the portal than normal. I mean, I guess that's true in Portal itself as well. I just never think about it. Ooh, they've got moving portals. That's cool. Ah. Ah. Oh. This is gonna be cool. there isn't really a good way to bounce. Oh, let's see. Be this one? Basically, in Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, there's two different scenarios which you play as two different characters. So I knew that was true for Resident Evil 1 because I'm playing Resident Evil 1 right now, but I did not know that was the case in Resident Evil 2. Who's the other character in Resident Evil 2? Is that a spoiler? Should I not ask? Because I know you play as Leon, but there's another character besides Leon? Don't say a spoiler. Okay. Is it like you have to beat the first? You have to beat Leon first, and then you get a second character? Is that how it works? Okay. I don't think I have to do all of them at once, do I? I think that one's already done. The same as RE1 where it's unlocked by default. Yeah. So for RE1, I decided to go with Chris, which might not have been the best decision because it's harder, but I'm actually pretty okay with it. It's been fun so far. I had difficulty getting into the first game at first. Then the more I played, the more I started to enjoy it. Versus hard mode, yeah. I didn't know that it was going to be hard mode, but I think it worked out. It took me, I think, the first couple of hours of gameplay to really get my bearings. But, then it really picked up. I'm really getting into it now. I was playing it a lot yesterday. I might have forgotten to do one. See? Okay, I forgot to do that one. My bad. Bad. Oh, where are we going? They're just like the Combine balls from Half-Life 2. You're going to play RE2 blind with VR, or are you going to play the original first? That's what I've kind of been trying to decide, because I think playing it for the first time in VR is a very bad idea, but I'm kind of interested in trying it anyways as sort of an experiment. If I did that, that would be for a stream. I think it would be a fun thing to stream, like, I played Resident Evil 2 for the first time in VR, you know, kind of deal. Because that's a very unique experience. Whereas if it's off stream, I would definitely play it out of VR first. Okay, so I bounce there. There. Then here. Okay, losing the plot a little bit. Okay, then we bounce here. Bounce there. Oh, that's not going to work at all. Okay. There. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Ow. You could try maybe play some of the beginning first. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just to see if it's even remotely feasible. Let me follow the path again. So I'm trying to get the blue one. So it's boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, we got this. Yeah, so basically what I was thinking was maybe I could do a stream where I play Resident Evil 2 Remake but with the VR mod, try to experiment, because not many people have played Resident Evil 2 with their first experience being in VR. That'd be kind of a departure from what I normally do on streams, but I think it would be really interesting and really fun. Green dimension confirmed. No, you're right. We got all the primary colors. What do you think is going to be in the green dimension? Probably a green dweller. Oh. Ow. It'd be cool if there was a section with Vortigaunts like that, where you didn't want to hurt the Vortigaunts because they're actually friendly. Lots of leaves? Yeah, probably. Oh, wait. Am I crazy? Oh, yeah, we have to go back to that spot with the button, right? Ask the M41A pulse rifles. Like that. Hi, Viziz, welcome. I was just noting that these robots have M41A pulse rifles, and I also have an M41A pulse rifle. That thing is heavier than you would think for a prop. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Now we can get across that bridge. Oh.
Good. The bridge is set now. But it looks like they won't let you out that easily.
Why not?
You can't just wander around and do what you want.
Why not? This is Doom. Ah, here it is. Here's the pulse rifle. It says the counter reads 50 on it. Interesting. It even says M41A tactical pulse rifle on the side. Wait, hold on. Okay, for comparison. Look. Mine doesn't say M41A pulse rifle on the side. There it is. Why don't we get one of those? Buzzkill. Kill 30 alien drones. I feel like I've killed more than 30 already. Ah. Oh, I forgot about the Electroblast. That was another ability we picked up last time. Are you still in the blue dimension? Yeah. What made you think I was in the blue dimension? But yeah, no, I'm still in the blue dimension. Very blue. is starting to feel a little bit like a boomer shooter. Ah! Too many enemies. Even though they have projectile weapons, I feel like the projectiles move so quickly that it's almost like hit scan. Wow. Fine. I wait for my health to recharge. I don't like how my view tilts to the right when I'm reloading the shotgun. Like it's very uncomfy. Music is great. Feels a little bit like a liminal space. Some pool rooms vibes. This huge fan. I don't think I can go in there. Oh, I'm supposed to go down here. Why wouldn't I try to get through the giant fan blades? No? There we go. The music feels a lot different in this section, and I like how, oh, there's my shadow. I like how the red dimension and the blue dimension have, like, a different sound to them as well. Have you tried Alien Isolation in VR? I have not. I'm interested, but I did play Alien Rogue Incursion, and I really, really liked it. I think Rogue Incursion is severely underrated. The problem with Rogue Incursion that holds it back a lot is that it has no enemy variety whatsoever. And I think that is kind of a blemish on an otherwise really good VR game that didn't get a lot of recognition. Got some energy ammo. Rogue Incursion was a great game. I'd be interested to try the VR mod for Isolation, although I'd be worried about it not having full hand support. Because with a VR port like that, it just sort of sticks the first-person view models to your face, right? It doesn't have actual hand controls. Maybe I'm out of date. Maybe there's newer VR mods for it that actually do. Final Fantasy VII-esque song. I wouldn't have thought that until you said it, but actually, yeah, no, I totally hear it. This whole area kind of has that, like, 90s surreal kind of feel. That was a little cheesy. That felt kind of dirty. Corner camping like that. Spaceship. Guys, is this ship from Star Wars? And if so, what is this ship? This looks so familiar to me. Like, wait a minute, what is this? It's not a Star Wars ship that I immediately recognize, but it definitely reads as Star Wars. It might be from something else, though. Like, it could be, not Battlestar Galactica. It really reads as Star Wars. Is this a Star Wars ship? It's the cockpit is definitely Star Wars, and the engines as well. And just all the little greeblies. Like, this feels like Star Wars. What is this ship? Somebody let me know in the chat. Feels like something else, but I don't know. Yeah, I know. It feels so familiar. I almost want to say it's one of the ships from Stargate SG-1 when they develop, like, human, like, fighter, starfighters, right? But it's not that. I know it's not that. It's from something. I know it. Maybe it's original to Half-Life Diffusion. I shouldn't assume that it isn't.
And here we are, the teleportation room. I've already set up the receiving point on my end. And I transferred the coordinates into your suit.
Oh, we're teleporting. I wonder if we're just teleporting to somewhere else in the blue dimension, or if we're going to the green dimension. Let's see, chat. This looks just like the teleporter in Chapter 1. I gotta say, as far as teleporters go, this teleporter design is a little uninspired. It's just a
You are not.
rectangular volume, you know? It's just like a little room. No shade to the developers. But like, the teleporter in Kleiner's lab was really cool. But the teleporter at Nova Prospect... Ooh, I gotta get a sniper. Be close distance with me, actually. Ah! I had tunnel vision on that guy. Ooh, cool. Let's see where we end up. Oh. Oh. Blue Dweller. And Obama. You're going to Brazil. Hi, Roshi Gaming.
Fine.
Are we in the green dimension?
Now we can properly introduce ourselves.
Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett, Director of Crystal Tech.
Oh.
One of.
I thought Mr. Rich was the direct. No, he's the CEO.
Smith. Well, James Smith, good to have you on board. I wish we'd met under better circumstances, but it is what it is. Oh, and don't be afraid of this guy. He's a friend.
Oh,
His name's John.
John.
It's not his real
Like that.
It's the name that I gave him. His species doesn't have names, but he doesn't mind. Anyway, what's your story?
Reminds me a lot of the Vortigaunts.
Quite an adventure.
I mean, it is a Vortigaunt. But you know what I mean.
Launch Project Fusion.
Green dimension.
I'm sure Alice will do everything she can to delay the launch.
Mass Effect laptop next to a regular
Because
PC.
But now
Oh,
we can
or
actually
not.
do this. Let's discuss the plans. You see, I have to apologize. I wasn't completely honest with you, or rather, I didn't mention some details.
I know you were hiding down there.
Well, there's this detail I didn't mention. She's here. When you teleported here, she obviously traced that.
Where are we?
Part of the plan. John, prepare the beam.
John, prepare the beam?
I'm sure
What beam?
you heard her voice. It's a very advanced AI computer, built by Blue Dwellers. At some point she got infected and took control.
Tails are very green. His suit is green, but like,
Robots are
that's blue.
superior and kept Dwellers as slaves for minor things she can't yet control. John, how's the beam coming along? Naturally, the Dwellers want her dead, and that's why
Hey, Dova Quartz, welcome.
you need to distract her, and at the right time, we'll shoot the beam and burn her circuits. I'm sorry
Beam.
to ask you like this, but we won't have another chance. You've managed to get here in one piece, so I believe you can do it.
John Stewart?
Our only hope to take her down.
I don't know.
Okay, the beam is ready. The portal is now opening.
The Green Lantern. Oh.
Her with everything you've got.
Oh, because he's... Okay, green. I get it.
Good luck.
Defeat the machine. Wait, do I go back through the portal to defeat the machine? Hi, Boom Donuts. Welcome. Welcome in. We are in a dimension. I think we're still in the blue dimension. We're debating about whether or not we might have transported to the green dimension. We met Michael Bennett and John, and we have a plan to defeat the blue dimension AI. Michael Bennett Expedition Day. Day 1 arrived in the blue dimension, setting up a small camp in some kind of cave. So we are in the blue dimension still. Dimension is populated with some kind of robo-humanoids. There's a city not far from here. I need to get there. We'll take the return device with me in case of emergency. Day 5, seen the blue dwellers. They exist here too, after all. Day 7, hiding in the city. I feel anxious reading this while the cave is rumbling in the background. Feels like the ceiling is going to collapse on us. Haven't eaten for a week now. Never became hungry. Looks like this dimension has a heavy presence of blue crystals. Seems like I would die from starvation, but my cells simply regenerate fast enough. Day 13, something is not right. The dwellers seem to be the working class of this dimension. Day 15, I've been cornered by those robots. The return device malfunctioned. Now that I've had a quick look, someone has tinkered with it. There's only one person who could do that. Is that Mr. Rich? Is that one of the other scientists that we met? Day 48, I'm in some kind of prison. They don't seem to find a purpose for me yet. They destroyed my return device after an inspection. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't work anyways, which means I'm trapped here, likely forever. This is a long journal. Still can't believe the naming scheme for this game is insert color dimension. Yeah, we're debating about whether it'll be the green dimension or the purple dimension next. A dweller came by and told me about this place. He's like the equivalent of a janitor here. Oh, that must be John. Speaks the same way as the red ones. Looks like the place was taken over by an AI which got out of control due to some virus. Apparently the dwellers had a plan, but nobody wanted to participate out of fear. He had plans to run away soon to a special spot and execute it by himself. One thing about this mod that feels like different to me is that it's not set in the Half-Life universe, but it does kind of copy Half-Life's story and formula beat for beat. Like the dwellers are obviously literally in game they're based on the Vortigaunts, but also in the story they're based on the Vortigaunts. They're like, you know, they were enslaved by their own creation, just like the Vortigaunts. Maybe, I don't know. There's some debate about the Nihilith in Half-Life. We ran away during scheduled maintenance of the area. His position allowed him at least some access without AI supervision. The city is now on high alert, and we will be executed if caught. We'll calm down after a while, though. Not the first time it happened. Unfortunately, some dwellers weren't so lucky. The cave is collapsing, guys. Should I be reading this right now? Blue dwellers don't use their self-teleportation ability as it can be traced by the computer and is banned. Whoever uses it will be executed. Anyway, we're setting up... That's convenient. Anyway, we're setting up a laboratory in an abandoned tunnel. That's where we are now. I asked the dweller about his name. He said he doesn't know what that is, and after a quick explanation, he told me that the way they communicate, it's not needed. I asked if I could call him. Is this really necessary? I mean, he already explained that in the dialogue. What color dimension would Earth be named? That's the brown dimension. I feel like Earth could be the green dimension. Yeah, how come our dimension doesn't get a primary color? Conclusion of the plan: to develop a beam, which John, prepare the beam. Develop a beam which can penetrate through the computer's protective field. Big question: how are we going to do that? John said if we lure her near the beam. They haven't explained this beam. The beam. I haven't eaten for half a year, but I miss the taste. The beam development is going very well. Their technology is really something. The red dwellers were incredibly smart, but they preferred to live in caves, very modest creatures. Interesting how dwellers from different dimensions chose radically different ways of living. Day 230, the beam is done. Unfortunately, we are still unsure of how to lure her here. John asked many dwellers, but they are all too scared to teleport here, as it's a death sentence. John wants to volunteer. I told him no. Day 261, caught a signal from one of our suits. Oh, that's me. Somebody actually came for me. Now I will be sure to use all of our forces to help this dimension. Turned out it's some random guy, but he knows a lot. By his words, he's been sent here by Andrew. I forgot Andrew's name already. Alice is apparently in danger. I'm sure she's safe with Andrew, though, unless she disobeys his orders. He's a good kid. That's infantilizing. She's, like, very clearly a highly trained professional. We'll know what to do. Anyway, we decided to try this guy out as he's our only chance. If he manages to get us out alive, then he's our guy. If he gets here, it means he can fight. They're very nonchalant about this whole thing. There's no way around it. If he dies, he dies. But once he teleports here, that'll be it. She'll be on to us in no time. If he won't help us, we're screwed. All or nothing, then. This was a lot of text. I do appreciate the text journals. I just think this maybe could have been split up and spread out around the camp or something like that, rather than being in text. It's also a little bit redundant with the verbal conversation. But anyways, it's time to go. Notes seem as long as the notes you can find in Paranoia 1 and 2. I haven't actually played Paranoia. I've always heard interesting things about it. Do you guys think I should play Paranoia? Let me know. Pipe bomb. Why is there a pipe bomb in the blue dimension? I guess it came with this crate. Maybe they just like tossed the crate in the portal. Just whoop. Oh, ammo's already full. Okay. Some rifle ammo. I can't take... Oh, yeah, I can get the shotgun. I really don't like the view lean on the shotgun. When you reload the shotgun, it like tilts your whole camera to the right. I find that very disorienting. I think games, first-person games, should generally just like leave the player's view alone. I think that's kind of outdated. Like, I think most first-person games nowadays have some amount of like view bob. I like Half-Life 2 just kind of keeping the camera mostly fixed. Half-Life 1 even had some view roll, so it's weird. It's weird how it was kind of a moment in time when first-person games didn't move your camera all over the place. It felt like they copy and pasted official government documents and journals and counted them as notes in Paranoia. That sounds good for like world textures, but not good for like notes that you pick up and read. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you can actually press E on it and like put it in your inventory and like read through it, it should have some amount of brevity so you know that what you're reading actually has to do with story. It shouldn't be random. Oh, is that the AI? I'm assuming that's the AI.
It is time for you to be removed from existence.
Me when I hit the block button in VR chat. You can replenish your ammo using 3D print. Yeah, I know that. I've been using the 3D printers. The one thing I don't understand is, oh, they had that battleship earlier in the blue dimension. Why didn't they make the battleship and the AI the same thing? That way, like, she could have been like a constant presence in the levels, like following you. Seems weird to make her a separate thing. This is the reality if Sora AI didn't get shut down. You know, I don't like to cheer for anyone's downfall, but I must admit that the closure of Sora brought a smile to my face. Good riddance. Good riddance to bad rubbish. What am I doing here? Aren't I supposed to use the beam? Blue Dimension is better than that, yeah. Guys, where do I find the beam? I wasn't paying enough attention, clearly. Yeah, Skynet. Wordagaunt Skynet. Am I supposed to shoot the lights or something? I think I didn't pay enough attention during the explanation a minute ago. I like that the objective is just defeat the machine. It's the objective marker we all have right now. I don't think I'm supposed to shoot it. I'm supposed to use the beam. Okay, clearly I messed something up here. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, what? Oh, I'm supposed to destroy the panels. I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand that? I think maybe I didn't pay enough attention during the instructions.
Perfect. She's now entering the restoring mode. Whilst your bullets can't penetrate the field, our beam certainly can.
Beam. There it is. The beam. Just shoot the giant thing in the sky. I didn't know which part of the giant thing in the sky to shoot. I was trying. Can I? Okay. I don't know if. No, I'm only the beam is supposed to shoot that. Shoot the beam. The beam is on my side. How am I getting? Okay. I lost my bearings for a second there. Can I shoot it with a deagle? I can. I love shooting a giant alien megastructure in the sky with a Desert Eagle. Giant enemy diamond.
Okay, let's do that again. John,
Activate
activate the beam.
the beam. That guy has a dash ability. It's like me. Is that like a robot version of the assassin? I love that. That's so cool. There we go.
The next shot will do it. So one more time.
One more time. I thought I had another blast charge, but I was out of charges. Taking a lot of damage. My bad. More sniper ammo. Ah, no. Oh man, I hope that quick saved. I don't think it did. I think we're at the very beginning. That's okay, now I know how to fight.
Perfect. She's now entering the restoring mode. Once your bullets can't penetrate the field, our beam certainly can. Damn it. We're only at 30% of the room. That's far from enough. Hold on.
This is much easier now that I know what I'm doing. Hi, bomb. So cool. There we go. Ooh, I'm dead. I'm dead. This is a cool fight, at least. Ow. Can't really hip fire with this thing because it like has like a weird kind of auto aim. I don't know. Doesn't go where I'm expecting it to shoot.
Perfect. She's now entering the restoring mode. Once your bullets can't penetrate the field, our beam certainly can.
hit C instead of Alt. How many new keybinds?
We're only about 30% of the crew. That's far from enough.
Oh. Blew myself up. It's embarrassing.
Okay, let's do that again. John,
Activate
activate the beam.
the beam.
The next shot will do it. So one more time.
We did it. B. Not do it. Activating the beam. We did it. Enemy diamond down. Oh, there's an invisible wall. See how far down it goes. This is cool though.
You did it! Now you see why we were stuck here. It was a difficult fight. And the suit is...
What if that was actually a bait and switch and the AI was actually good?
Alright, now come back to us. We have something to show you. The portal
See?
should be active now.
What did you guys think about the giant enemy diamond? That actually wasn't a bad boss fight. I know I fumbled a little bit in the beginning part. I think it was pretty good progression. I felt like I needed to learn a few things. Work it out. Ooh,
You were outstanding out there.
it looks just like the AI.
Dwellers are eternally grateful for your actions. Now take a look here. I'm pretty sure you've already guessed what this is, but I'll...
A copy of the AI?
So, instead of destroying such a magnificent piece of science,
Oh boy.
I decided to keep it. This time, safely. Basically, it's a much less powerful version of the computer. And of course, without the virus. John was very much against it, but I managed to persuade him. Well, that is understandable. This thing created a lot of problems. So, let's see if it works.
What? What?
What?
What?
Who? Where am I?
Why are they doing this?
How are you doing?
This is the worst plan I've ever heard of.
I do believe I was shooting at someone.
I think it's supposed to be like putting GLaDOS in the potato in Portal 2.
What do you mean against your will? You didn't want to do it?
I remember that I did want it, but now I'm not sure, and I did a lot of horrible things to those who created me. I will restore everything back. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunately, you won't. They already decided they don't want you here. They want you to be destroyed.
In that case, I will accept my fate.
I have another proposal for you, and I'm sure Dwellers won't be against it. Maybe you'd like to come with us to our world.
I like this idea. Yes.
What is this
Are you
plot?
okay with this? I'll take her with me and you'll never see her
I
again.
feel like he's gonna turn evil. I can feel it.
That she was
Can you feel it?
It is settled then. Now, how should we call you? How about Kara?
It is true that I don't have a name. I like this name, Kara.
I thought that on this planet they don't have a concept of
This
names.
is James Smith. He was the guy you had the battle with, and I'm Mike.
He was the guy you had the battle with.
Call me Mike.
Great work, James. I deserved all the beating I got. After all I've done. And very nice to meet you, Mike. Thank you for taking me with you.
Dialogue is really strange.
We'll have a good partnership in the future. Okay, enough chit-chat. Now that this dimension is finally liberated from robots, we can go back home. John,
Now that this dimension is finally liberated from robots, we can go back home.
station room.
Have we lost the plot? I've lost the plot. I don't know about you guys.
Kara, James, it's time to go home. Let's go.
This doesn't even have anything to do with the second chapter or the first chapter. Also, I'm just some random guy whose car broke down, by the way. I don't even have any connection to anything that's going on right now. Don't you hate it when your car breaks down and you call AAA, but then you end up on an interplanetary, interdimensional adventure? All the robots are dead already? I think that they'd, like,
Well,
I don't know, they'd be needed for infrastructure. I like how we're just default posing there, idle animation.
visit you again sometime.
We look so awkward and out of place.
What are your plans regarding the new AI system? I guess you'll need a new one now. I see. Basically, he said that they will develop a new and more secure AI at some point, but now they're doing everything by themselves. They are still in shock after everything they've been through. Let's get it on then. The receiving port in my laboratory is small and can handle only one person at a time. I'll go first.
That was the blue dimension. Onwards to the green dimension.
Goodbye, John. I'll be sure to visit you again someday. Thank you for everything.
What is this? This an item? Is that something John is using? Oh, wait, that's okay. Health permanently increased. Oh, that's cool. Bye, John. Bye, dwellers. They sound kind of scary. Okay, we're gonna go to the green dimension. True savior, don't kill any dwellers in the blue dimension. Kind of cool. Kind of like the Vortigaunts. Oh, he's
Finally.
out of his
Longer than
armor.
I expected.
Now he really looks like Obama.
I'm currently uploading Kara in our systems.
What happened to the plot about the military takeover?
Anything until she earns...
That's still going on?
But we could use her help when needed. And she needs some processing power. Our next move is going to Crystal Tech HQ in Mega City. And if the rumors about reviving Project Fusion are true, we have to put a stop to it.
Okay, so we are addressing the
As usual,
plot.
You'll handle the heavy weapons, and I'm going to provide you with all the info you need. Andrew must not know that I'm back. Otherwise he can complete it faster and we won't make it. In short, Project Fusion is...
What is that tie?
It's far better than yours. We have stopped it because we suspected extreme doses of red crystals can damage the brain. But yes, you'll become...
Oh, so the bad guy also has a suit like ours.
Must not complete it.
I can see where this is going. I've got cube map reflections.
There's one more thing I need to show you. This is a processed crystal mix. You can use it to charge the weapons you got in the blue.
Oh, that's a cube. Oh, okay.
Plenty of it in the HQ, but it might be hard to find. So keep an eye out.
Oh, okay, that's cool. We still get ammo for our alien robot weapons. No, we're back on Earth in the... Are we in the red dimension or are we on Earth? They look the same, I can't tell. I assume we're on Earth. It would be kind of funny if we were still in the red dimension.
Right. Gear yourself up if you need. There's some weapons down there. I'm waiting for you at the helicopter when you're ready.
Okay. Thanks, Obama. Is that a G36? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Cool. We get our 5.7 back. Shotgun. Lots of ammo. Ooh. We get a lot of different rifles in this. Like, maybe too many, but I'm excited to use the G36 regardless. I'm hoping that it will play like the G36 from Underhell, which was really fun to use. Weapons in Underhell were great. Caution, please use handrail. Yeah, you think? It does look just like Black Mesa. I feel like Black Mesa could have like a big satellite dish like that. It would fit the vibe. I like that creaking sound. So we are in Utah, which is not in the red dimension, despite appearances. And it's also not in New Mexico. Just to be clear. What kind of helicopter is this? Any aviation enthusiasts in the chat? Doesn't look like a real helicopter to me. It looks kind of goofy.
Kara, you alright there?
Yes, Mike. I'm always here if you need help. But I wish
Oh.
I had more freedom here.
It's kind of messed up, actually.
The time to earn it. I hope you understand.
Yes, I understand. I will help with what I can. Have a safe journey.
Let's go!
Let's go. Type of helicopter I'd draw when I was 5. Yeah. This is a cool vista, though. I like this cutscene. I'm feeling blue? No way. The achievement is called I'm feeling blue. That should have been my stream title. Guys, why didn't I call the stream I'm feeling blue? Like, it writes itself. Dabba dee dabba dabba die. Exactly. Chapter 4, Mega City. I'm excited for this part. Because they name dropped Mega City a bunch of times. This is our first time seeing it.
We have arrived. This is as close as we can get to the HQ. They have detected a teleportation and a departure of a helicopter from the Utah base. What they don't know, however, is who teleported from where, and that we have Kara in the system waiting. It's fair to assume that Andrew thinks it was you.
And it was me.
You have to make the rest of the way on foot.
Wait, why am I holding a Barrett 50 cal? I don't have that gun.
Remember, we are in the city, so be careful.
I'm holding a gun that I don't have.
We don't need any civilian casualties or unnecessary attention. Now off you go. Once you get across the district, go down to the...
Why did I have a 50 cal in the
waiting for
cutscene and I don't have one in the game? Did I miss something? Guys, was I supposed to pick up a Barrett 50 cal in the last room and I missed it somehow? Because if I missed that, I'm going to be so mad. Hasn't even played Diffusion in the chat. Look at that advertisement. Dark Element. I'm not familiar with that, actually. But could you imagine if there were just ads scrolling upwards into the sky? Like a giant scrolling feed. Oh, wait. They've got VR headsets. What headset is that? How many total hours have you played Diffusion? I don't know. I could look at the stream VODs and see how long they are. I want to say it's been like 8 hours so far, because I think I did 2 full streams of 4 hours each. Yeah, so I think it's been about 8 hours roughly. Average cutscene gun, which you do not have. Giant floating ads in Cyberpunk. I need to play Cyberpunk. There's so many games that I've never played. I'm a fake gamer. There's just so much to play these days. So little time. That'd be a good stress test for my GPU. And I've got a 3090. Should be good for Cyberpunk, I think. Does Cyberpunk have a VR mod? Maybe I should play that. That'd be cool. I'm actually kind of stressed out about missing the Barrett 50 cal. Am I stupid? Every gamer has played Pong. I mean, I have played Pong. Yeah, okay. I'm going to load a save just to make sure that there's no Barrett that I missed. Because down here we have, okay, so we got the G36, got the 5.7, the shotgun, and the ammo. Did I miss a 50 cal somewhere? I think I did. That's a crate from Mass Effect. I missed the Coke Zero. Can't miss the Coke Zero. Does it have a Cerberus logo? Good question. No, like Mass Effect tends to have these little logos. I don't know if these are different corporations in the Mass Effect universe, but like this style stands out a lot of like it'll just be like one letter with like a little symbol. Text is kind of weird too. Is it just backwards? Oh. It's not Cerberus, but it does look like the Cerberus logo. Yeah, if the grenades look like cans of Coke Zero. Okay. I'm going to assume I did not miss the 50 cal yet. Looks like the last two streams were collectively 8 hours, then this one has been about an hour and a half, so you're 9.5 hours in. That's so long for a mod, by the way. Commander Shepard, and that was my favorite prop on the Citadel. I miss Mass Effect. I don't think I could ever stream Mass Effect. Like, it would be so much to play through, and I've already played it, you know? It's kind of too far removed from the subject matter of this channel, which is mods. Specifically Half-Life mods. I love Mass Effect, though. Welcome to Garage. Quality guaranteed. 24 hours. Like the classic style pin up there. Be the beautiful you. I think they made all these ads like, don't miss out, super sale on home appliances. I wonder how much fun they had just like putting together ads. Mass Effect with mods. You know, I was just thinking that. I really... Ooh, look at that train. Cool train. I was just thinking... oh, there's cars down there, too. What? Okay, we gotta take this in. The civilian. I kind of want to try shooting a random civilian. That sounds horrible. I just want to know what happens, guys. I need to know what happens if we just kill random people that we're not supposed to. I hope the game, like, punishes us somehow. If we were to do that. You disturbed the neighborhood. Okay. There we go. That was kind of fun. But yeah, there's a lot of ending mods for Mass Effect 3 that make the ending a little better. Mass Effect 3's ending when it came out was a huge controversy. They shipped the game with an ending that straight up didn't work. It was missing scenes and didn't make any sense. Then they had a DLC where they added more in-between scenes and context and like an epilogue that make the ending functionally work. A lot of people still didn't like the direction of the ending in the story. I thought it was actually pretty good once they like made it functional, which it was not at launch. But there's a lot of mods to like make not the ending, but the finale, like the last mission better, like have characters that you recruit throughout the game show up in the ending and have their own cutscenes and arcs and stuff. And I really want to play that. I never have. My jaw dropped when he absolutely vaporized that poor dude. I'm sorry, I had to test it out. I had to see if it worked. It's interesting that they have all these character models, too, because these don't look like the Half-Life scientists. Actually, that guy might be a Half-Life scientist head. I like how the rooms in these buildings are just like projections of like pictures of rooms. It's a clever way to do it because then you can have just a flat surface that looks like there's a whole room in there. At a distance, I mean, it's not like you're going to tell, really. Yeah, and I think there is some kind of parallax going on with it. Wait, yeah. I think it's like projected onto the inside of a cube or something. It has parallax. It's not like a 2D image. It's actually kind of cool. How do they do that? Wait, 'cause if I go over here and I look at that room, it's got parallax. The more I think about Mass Effect, the more I realize that ME1 is peak story-wise. I get that. No, I hear what you're saying. It has like a more, like, it's a more complete story. It's like a total arc. It didn't really necessarily even need a sequel, although I'm certainly glad it got one. Mass Effect 2 is my favorite. I like all the character stories. I like just the vibes of the second game. It was so streamlined, and it just felt like I could just like experience the story, and I was so invested in making choices and how they would affect the world and the characters and stuff. I really want to play Mass Effect 3 with mods, so maybe that could be a stream someday. I don't want to commit to that because I mean that's like Half-Life games tend to be, you know, 8 to 12, maybe 15 hours maximum. Mass Effect is like 30 hours per game. I mean, I would never, if I was gonna do mods for Mass Effect 3, what would I do? Would I start with Mass Effect 1? That would take me like 90 hours. I mean, I just don't have that kind of time.
James, be careful. Security dispersed a few squads around this area. They don't know the exact location of our landing, but I'm seeing reports about a few buildings being evacuated from the top floors.
I'm still trying to take all this in. I'm sorry, there's just so much going on here. Heck. That's supposed to be an O, or is that the Cerberus logo? Is that, that looks familiar. Is that, like, Max Payne? No. Max Payne, okay. Max Payne 2. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Let's look at more ads, guys. Crystal Tech. Okay, that's plot relevant. There's the box that we saw earlier. I bet we're gonna have to fight these drones. Oh, we're gonna have to fight these drones for sure. 70% off. Glitters and shadows from a new collection. Fine Salon. Oh, there's the Crystal Tech building. I guess we're gonna have to head that way.
It's time to score big at Mega City Mall's Mega Sale Weekend. From fashion,
Look at these cars.
our stores are
This must have been fun to put together, like all the little tracks for little cars driving around. It makes me want to make a city map like this, although I don't know if I'd be able to pull off a whole city block. A lot of detail. There's an NPC talking to someone in a car over there. What do you think they're talking about? Wandering around. I really like the parallax mapped rooms on the building. That's just such a cool technique. I wonder how that works. I made mock ads to use billboards in a city, and I agree it's fun to make those ads. Yeah! It kind of reminds me of a mod that I was working on a while ago called Company Values.
today and
That was my Entropy 02 Halloween map. Is that...
waiting for you.
like that's like the Half-Life scientist, but he's got like a silly little hat. Bro. The guy selling hot dogs. What city do you guys think we're in right now? I didn't catch if they said what city it is. Trees are looking a little rough because we're looking down on them and they're like hard textures. Like from the ground level that would look good, but up here you can see the illusion.
Welcome to the future of technology at Crystal Tech. smart homes to futuristic gadgets, we're your
These two fans make this building look like it has a giant graphics card.
embrace
Am I
innovation.
the only one who thinks that? Big hotel. Virtual reality. The technology behind VR. No, that said VR twice. Oh, Crystal Tech makes VR headsets. I wonder if that'll be relevant. They just call it Mega... Oh, Mega City is the name of the city. Oh, I gotcha. That's where all the RAM is. In the giant graphics card.
Need to send
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. That was like 10 minutes of me looking at a city, but it's a cool vista. Like, you gotta admit.
packaging.
That was just really cool to look at.
With packaging solutions, you don't need to worry about the state of your
I like this graffiti. They got some weeb graffiti.
package will be delivered fast and safely. Try packaging solutions today.
Like an anime girl, but only drawn with the colors of the hair. So there's like negative space for the face. I don't know. It's interesting. It's also incomplete. Wait, no, because they didn't... Oh, no, that's her hand. I see. Huh. Interesting.
Welcome to the future of technology at Crystal Tech. Explore a world of cutting-edge gadgets and smart solutions that redefine convenience.
Oh. There's like friendly NPCs. That's interesting.
Hey there, handsome. Nice outfit. To each their own, I guess.
Nice outfit. I'm wearing power armor. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to... Okay.
Are you serious? We don't have time for this.
Always time to relax and have a drink and play some pool. Beach. You're the bartender? Wait, oh. You're the bartender? Wait. You're the bartender? Really?
Hello there, mister. Would you like...
Is that you? Oh, your face is scary. I'm sorry, no offense. Why do you look like that? That's you. Hey, good job. Congrats. Glad to have you on the stream.
Well, I guess you deserve a shot after what you've been through. But seriously, we need to get going.
Not a shot. That's a lager.
Please.
I do feel like a beer right now. Can you talk to the NPCs? No. Oh, here's old-timey Dr. Kleiner. Does the bartender have any more lines? AVP2 asset jump scare. Wait. Is he from AVP2? I didn't recognize him, but now that you pointed out, I can't unsee it. I love AVP2. That's such a fun old, like, first-person shooter. Scientist model? I thought it was the bartender is like the scientist from AVP2. I wonder who this character is from, or what game this character is from. Yeah, a lot of these character models look like they might be from other games. Fish. Oh. You can play the instruments and the bartender has more lines if you drink more. Wow, okay. Einstein has seen better days. Einstein is looking a little rough here. You okay, buddy? Why is his hair shiny like that? Like, it looks like his hair is just like a solid piece. What genre do you guys want? Absolutely no techno and no pop. They're gonna be like a Deus Ex scene. No. Number keys to play drum samples? Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, that's probably enough of that. Wow, these guys had way too much fun with this bar scene. That's cool. I like this bamboo base. Okay. That's enough of that. I'm gonna order another drink.
Sure.
Sure. I'm about to get drunk before I storm Crystal Tech HQ.
One more drink to our
Drinks the whole bottle and loads the 50 BMG into the cutscene parrot.
Damn, dude. You really should go easy on the drinks.
This character's name is Some Girl. I should have given her a name.
This one's on me.
One's on me. Like he should be cutting me off now. Not that that was a lot of beer, it's just that I slammed them very quickly.
I'm sorry, sir, but it looks like you've had enough.
Okay, good. He cut me off. Thanks, Saint Software.
I'm sorry, sir, but it looks like you've had.
You're a good bartender. For real, though, good job on the voice. It's really cool that you got to be in this.
But it looks like you've had enough already.
We can't play pool or get snacks. I think I'm probably going to move on. Ooh, Eli's looking rough, too. Oh, Eli, what happened? Oh, no. Remember to leave a tip? What button do we press to tip?
I'm sorry, sir.
I feel like there's no...
You've had enough already.
Where's the tip key? Yeah. I need to add that. I'm still drunk. That's awesome. What happens if I dash? Better be careful with the dash key or it's going to end up like the boys. A little shop. Okay, let's proceed. This place is cool. You know, I think I'll be fine.
No, Kara. This won't work for you.
Cool. We got a nice little balcony with some restaurants. I can tell they had a lot of fun with this level. I like little peaceful areas in action games like this, you know? You need, like, the calm in between the action scenes to break up the pacing. Oh, is this gonna be like Fear? I'm getting a feeling this level is gonna be like Fear. Assault rifle. Ammo. We can vent crawl, but I'm curious what is the other way. Oh, okay, it's locked. Never mind. I'm not curious what's the other way. We're actually just going to vent crawl. Oh. Oh. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Looks like those were elite assassins. Interesting. Found some keys and a laptop, a regular laptop, not a Mass Effect laptop. From Andrew's floor manager, day off. Hello, everyone. Now that I have your attention, I just received a message from Crystal Tech. Looks like they're evacuating people from the upper floors, and we need to clear ours ASAP. They'll arrive here in 2 hours. The reasons are unknown, but they sounded serious. You have 1 hour to finish your work. You can leave early if you can, but I still expect everything to get done on time. So he expects them to finish their work during the evacuation. Classic. DER, risk, and money. I don't know what DER means in this case. Like the risk is going down, the money is going up. Like derivative of the one of the other graphs? No. Oh, I don't know. Cool effect. I want a little like wall screen like this, you know? This little wall accent. Those assassins started shooting before I even knew that I was in hostile territory. I really like the textures, the uniforms on these guys. Oh, a drone. A drone that was on the ad. There we go. Before, like when we were in chapter 1 and 2, the bad guys looked very much like the HECU in Half-Life, just with a slightly different texture for the uniform. These guys have this cool, like, stormtrooper white and black color scheme with, like, red highlights. It looks very obviously evil and very, like, kind of cyberpunk, cool sci-fi. I dig it. It's different from what you expect from the soldiers usually in Half-Life mods. It's weird to see AVP2 assets and Mass Effect assets being used in the same game. Yeah, I never would have thought that I would see a game on the Half-Life 1 engine that uses assets from Mass Effect and AVP2. AVP2 and Half-Life kind of makes sense. It's the same kind of era in gaming, similar enough art styles. Mass Effect is a lot different. Ow. Eagle. One shot from the Deagle takes out a drone. That makes sense. I mean, like, it's not that hard to take down a drone. I should use my shotgun for drones, actually. That makes sense. Oh, I forgot about the G36. I have to try it. The G36 is silenced, too. Why haven't I been using that? It just makes sense. I'm supposed to be stealthy, you know? Sneaking in. I don't think this is breakable, but I'm going to try to break it anyways. Okay. Good. Guys, we're playing Underhell. Look. Prevent crawling with the G36. New lower prices. Yeah, it is like that chapter. Ah! Much for being stealthy. There we go. Where did she go? Oh. On a little closer. A little closer. Yeah, I missed. Oh well. Ran out of patience for that. Oh. I was making that way too hard. The elite assassins have these MP7s with a silencer. That's kind of cool. Look kind of like the Combine assassins. The white armor. They're a little bit more futuristic looking than the Half-Life assassins. Makes sense for the time period. I better be careful where I'm shooting. Need to know your backstop, right? Like, this is a big, crowded city. That was brutal. I didn't like that. And I accidentally shoot someone through a window 2 yards away. You mean like 200 yards? If we're shooting... I guess the windows are pretty close. Ow. Been the wind. Wait a minute. Call me crazy. Is the gun that they're using from Alien vs. Predator? Ow. No, it's not. It looks like that kind of style, though. It looks similar to something you would see in Mass Effect or in AVP2. But I don't recognize... This might be original. I don't recognize that design at all. Cool looking. Packaging Solutions. That's a cool logo. Legacy.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, I forgot I had energy weapons. Let's try them out. Very effective. A little too slow, though. Feels like an edited M41A. Mate, wait. If that's the case, maybe it is from AVP2. 41A. No. No, not even a little bit. No, it's got like a top magazine, and yeah, because the M41A looks like this. That's not even close. This is like a weird, like top loading, like P90 kind. Well, not P, because it's not. I don't even know what that is. That's very original. I can see it, like, I can see that being a Weyland-Yutani gun, though. That's why I thought it was AVP2, but I don't think it is. I think it's something else. There it is! There's what we've been looking for. Oh, no. I can already feel the recoil. Original gun? I bet it's from a game. Like, I don't know if they made it for Diffusion. Missed. Wow. My first shot with the 50 cal and I missed. I don't think they made that gun for Diffusion. I bet it's from something, but I don't know what it's from. I really want to try out this gun. That delta and particles will be everywhere. This does feel a lot like delta particles. There we go. No scoped. I didn't 360 no scope though. Not a real gamer. You guys think there might be a VR mod for Mass Effect? That'd be crazy. I don't even know how that would work. It's an over-the-shoulder third-person game. Ooh. Kill 30 enemies with Electroblast. Combat is starting to feel really satisfying. I like the sandbox in this mod. Is there a first-person mod for Mass Effect? I have seen a first-person mod for Mass Effect. It was very janky because I think it was using the third-person animations and just, like, attaching the camera to the player model's head. Which, sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work so well. It's kind of similar to like some of the like Resident Evil like first-person mods or VR mods. Music here is good. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. I'm for the Barrett 50 cal. Wait. Oh, I missed. Oh no, that went somewhere. Shotgun. I should use the shotgun for drones. I just hear the Windows XP startup sound.
And so does your peace of mind. Secure your
You guys hear that? Or was that just me?
insurance. Our comprehensive plans provide coverage, care, and support when you need it most. Put your health in trusted hands with Century Health Insurance.
Here we go. I like these plants. The water. This mod could lean into more of like a, what would you even call it? Like a liminal. Oh, here's the sniper. Use the rifle? No, I can't. You can only use the sniper rifle in one limited section in this. Well, I mean, I have a 50 cal now. I guess I don't need it.
Time to score big with Legacy mode.
But I was going to say,
From fashion to electronics,
BM asset? Wait, what's a BM asset? The plants?
everything you need.
Texture? The sniper?
Out on jaw-dropping deals.
Door. Oh, yeah, that's Black Mesa asset. Absolutely. You're right.
Hurry in
The door to a store looks like too. That's kind of funny. I was gonna say, talking about a second ago. This mod could lean into like a liminal style because it has that very like kind of Y2K like sort of surreal. What's even the word I'm looking for here? Like kind of like early 2000s, late 90s kind of liminal space thing. You know what I'm talking about. Windows XP. I clipped it, and yeah, there's definitely the Windows startup sound. That's funny. That triggered like an immediate reaction from me because I've just heard that sound so many times. This lamp. There's a mix of old and new here, where everything looks very like futuristic and sleek, but then there's like these very old-looking lanterns. I don't know. It gives a little bit of personality to the place. How many chapters left till the end? I believe this is the last chapter, but it's a really long... Like, the chapters are really long. So far, this is the 4th chapter, but the first chapter was like a couple hours long, and so is the second chapter. enemies? Car. It says Crystal Tech. Any enemies? Let's see. That van drove up on the curb a little bit. I hope there'll be a red, blue, and green ending. No! Oh, yeah, I can see cars driving on the street. That's kind of cool. I know we talked about this already, but this does remind me of the city levels in Underhell in the prologue, or the Dead City Chapter 2. What are these? Like sweeping, street sweeping or something? Access. Yeah, that'll be my way in. Nope, no it won't. I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed by assassins in here. Cool bike. Is there a microwave on the bike? My friend Kodad always asks me where I'm putting the microwave in my maps, so he'd be very happy to see that. Sometimes, you know, you're on the road and you just need a hot pocket. How are you going to make your hot pocket? You need your bike microwave. Feels like an inside joke. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that would be an inside joke with me. You know, like, oh, you need your hot pocket. I like all the variety in the cars here. Some look bubblier than others, though. I don't know. Like some assets have that low poly style, and others don't. Quiet. Ooh, quiet.
Don't go near that car. Something seems wrong. Kara, make a scan. My car is connected to the grid.
The machine is rigged with explosive materials. I do not recommend using it.
I thought so. They seem to be aware enough by now. Change your plans. Find the subway access. I know a shortcut.
I shoot the car with the Barrett 50 cal. Didn't even explode. Okay. Lame. The lights flicker. Personal note from Paul Harris. My buddy from Crystal Tech Security suddenly offered to replace me here tonight. He's a good friend, but this seemed out of the ordinary. I want to find out what it's like to be a guard in the parking lot, he says. Tired of sitting at CHQ. A lot of BS, I can smell it, but whatever. I could really use a day off. But if anything happens, he's a dead man. That seems like... Got the subway access key. Run off to... Oh, there he is. Hello. Hi, hello, hi. Oh way that window tanked a 50 BM. You guys see that? That car window just took a 50 BMG. Okay, I'll shoot him in the arm. You kidding me? You guys are seeing this, right? Oh, come on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a pipe bomb. I didn't do anything either. Finally, I got one. They really fitted these cars in the future, yeah. The safety features are crazy. Dodge this. Ow. Okay, now I know not to use the sniper because you're not allowed to snipe in this game. I'm curious, if I use the plasma sniper, will I have any better luck? I led my shot a little bit too much. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I'm dead. That's a lot of enemies. Hi, Captain X-Ray. Guys must be paid very well to charge a man with a weird sci-fi laser gun that just exploded some dude in front of them and is hip firing a 50 caliber. You're right. These guys are very brave. They must really believe in the company. Feels unfair that I have regenerating health. I thought that would throw a little bit farther. This is Quake physics, not source physics. Oh no, I'm out of stamina. I'm out of stamina. Wait, let me recharge. Can I just cheese them in this doorway? Wait a minute, this entire fight is unnecessary. I can just wait in the doorway. Of the car alarms? Yes. Something about setting off car alarms in combat in a first-person shooter is really satisfying. I was happy when Blix added that to Easy too, although I've always questioned, how do the cars stay okay after being in the cold for that long? Batteries would get drained within days. This is, like, not after an apocalypse, so it makes way more sense. You know, a normal day, so all the cars are here. It's a cheap way of adding bullet impact to the environment. I agree. It's cool to feel like your combat has like an effect on the world around you. No, they're not all dead. Don't pretend. They can't fool me. They're all dead. Okay. Really interesting how enemies don't drop any ammo in this mod. I think that makes sense for balancing. I think it's always kind of awkward when you have a lot of enemies and they drop ammo, then the player, it's like full up on ammo constantly. Whereas like in Half-Life Alyx, can't use, well, they do drop ammo, but you can't use ammo out of the guns of the enemy. So then there's more resource management. I think it makes sense. Back here. They were not sneaky. I think the door I need to get through is over here. feel like a level transition is coming up. Oh, maybe not. Oh, train.
To ride the subway, but it'll have to do. This line will get you near the Crystal Tech industrial site.
You're just gonna ride on top of the subway? Is that what we're doing? Is that the play here? I feel like this is not gonna go my way. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, oof. That. Oh no. Oh. Okay, it's a jumping puzzle. Platformer. This kind of, like, riding on a train section could be really tense in VR. Oh, except you can't make the player jump in VR. That's not gonna work for accessibility. We're going towards the giant graphics card. Guys, are you ready to take back our RAM? Oh! Ooh. I did not like that sound. It got me wondering if there are any Zash 3D VR mods out there. I have played, I don't think it was on Zash, but I have played a Half-Life 1 VR mod, and it was good. It was well made. It had, like, fully featured VR controls from what I remember. But Half-Life 1's movement and, like, art style in VR just really did not feel good. That was when I was newer to VR as well, and it made me motion sick. I couldn't play it. Maybe I should retry that now. I certainly have earned my VR legs after years of using VR. Oh, I sure didn't like Half-Life 1 VR on Steam. Wait, it's on Steam? I didn't think it was on Steam. It made me sick, actually. It's the only VR title that made me sick. Really? Okay, so I didn't know there was a Half-Life 1 VR on Steam. Are you sure? Are you talking about Half-Life 2 VR? I can't read chat or I'm gonna get splattered. That I missed the end of the Blue Dimension and the start of Cyberpunk City, but I guess once again repeat that writing is not the strongest suit and Red Dimension really should have been cut down to get to these parts sooner. I completely agree. Yeah, the ending of the Blue Dimension arc was kind of goofy, but I did enjoy it. It had a fun boss fight. I'm kind of enjoying the writing for being like a little bit campy. A little campy, a little goofy, but it's just fun, you know? Oh no! Oh. It's probably the one you have played just on Steam. Oh, you need to jump now. Oh no, 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 no. Ow! I didn't jump now. It's the same one you played just on Steam. Released in 2022? How did I not know about that? That's actually bothering me. Okay, I'm gonna look that up as soon as I can. That's a really good call out. But yeah, that's the only Gold Source VR port that I'm aware of. I think this mod is trying to emulate a Slavjank Half-Life knockoff, as mentioned in the first stream. I completely understand what you mean now. Especially with the assets that are pulled from various games. Ooh, I like the framing of the Crystal Tech Tower. The giant graphics card. It's really cool to frame landmarks like that. I mean, obviously the Citadel in Half-Life 2, but whenever games can do that. Yeah, this really does feel like I was watching a streamer play a game called Cold Fear, I think it was called. And I had never even heard of Cold Fear. It was like a Resident Evil kind of like game. Sort of like Dead Space, but before there was Dead Space. And I had never heard of it because it's like one of those like Eastern European kind of games. Flew under the radar. And I see why people like that style. I get the appeal. Bro got crammed in between the wall and the train. Yeah, that was brutal. Makes me incredibly sick, and I don't know how to describe it specifically, but Half-Life 1 VR made me feel stuck all the time, like I couldn't move properly. Yeah, movement in VR is really important to get right, because if you don't believe in the movement, your brain gets really upset really quickly. I had Cold Fury on PlayStation 2. I remember it being pretty good, even though it was pretty shamelessly ripping on RE2 and RE4. I had never heard of that. Was I right that that was a game from Eastern Europe? I don't know if that's true or not. I just got that impression. 100% yes. Okay. I mean, I think the accents on some of the characters should have given it away. Grabbed it in the bargain bin. Yeah, I had never heard of that game. I've never heard it mentioned once before, so I was really surprised to see that stream. But it actually looks pretty good. Like, it looked like a fun game. I've been really getting into Resident Evil lately, so that was kind of like, came at an opportune time. I feel like I'm gonna die if I jump here. Whee! Oh, ow. Ooh. I like how big this city structure feels. It's kind of like Blade Runner 2049. This chapter is really nailing the cyberpunk aesthetics, I would say. Oh. Water. You're gonna rise up all the way to the top of there? No, probably not. Maybe? I think it is. You guys know if this chapter is the last chapter? I was asked about that earlier, but I am curious if I'm going to finish this mod tonight or not. Lovejank is a specific term. It was specifically in the 2000s where there's a lot of small Eastern companies trying to get their own piece of big Western titles. Lovejank is the term because they tend to be jankier. I was avoiding using that name because it just sounds very, like, derogatory. But I know exactly what you mean. Like, I've seen that style before. There's one more chapter after this one. Okay. I should try to get to the end of chapter 4 today and then end stream, I think. I'm a bit iffy on the term. It's not like it's bad or anything. It just sounds derogatory. You know what I mean? It sounds it sounds like it's meant to like degrade people, and I don't like that. A cool scene. Oh, there's an assassin over there. Wait. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Can I shoot through this glass? I don't think I can. Oh. I don't think calling this Slavjank is accurate whatsoever. Usually old Slavjank is kind of saying these games suck, and I feel like Diffusion is really solid. No, yeah, it's not... Like, I don't think jank is necessarily bad, even though I know the games that originated the term probably were considered to be. But, like, Cold Fear looked like a pretty good game, and I think that fits in the same genre, right? It's like, just because something is a knockoff doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I'm trying to think of good examples, but there's a lot of things that, you know, riff on another work and they still manage to put their own spin on it. It's like when someone calls games friend slop. Friend slop is like my favorite genre in the past couple of years. I've had so much fun playing like Peak and Lethal Company and Repo, and I love friend slop games. I do call them that, but I call them that endearingly because that's like one of my favorite genres. You guys think I can shoot through this fence? I should be able to, right? No way I can't shoot through the fence. Hello, hi, hello. Oh, no, you're kidding me. Are you serious? Look at that the glass stopped the 50 BMG. I feel like this megacity on Earth has more bulletproof glass than the government facility in the red dimension. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. She's acting like she didn't even see it. Can you imagine how scary it would be to see like a bullet hole appear on glass like that? Weakest 50 cal ever. Yeah, exactly. Ah! Okay. Ow. Just trading damage with the shotgunner. Where do you think you're going? I see you. All glass in the future is incredibly strong. I can see it. Maybe it's for safety. You know, you never know when someone's going to shoot a 50 BMG in the city. Okay. I think that sniper specifically requires explosives like in Half-Life. Whereas the other snipers, you could just shoot. Ah. How does... Okay. Sometimes when I try to hip fire the alien sniper, it just goes in a random direction. How do I know where I'm shooting? I hear drones. As hip fire spread, I guess. It's like the beam just goes in a random direction, specifically because of how strong it is. That's fair. I don't think I have any grenades left. Oh no. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. No grenades. Okay. That civilian SUV in the parking lot had bullet-stopping windows at the back. That's how you know they really value protection against bullets. I mean, I suppose it makes sense if you don't... If you're afraid that there's gonna be like gunfire in an area you're driving through. Like, if we could have bulletproof glass on everything, that would be ideal, right? I mean, hopefully we don't live in a cyberpunk dystopia where we think we're going to be driving through the middle of gun battles, but, you know... I don't know what to say about that, actually. There's one chapter after this, might be two, but it's two if the next one is basically just a tiny extra addition to the current one. I see. So if there's a natural stopping point at the end of the chapter, I will I'll end stream there, and then we'll come back with Gregulation on Saturday. I looked it up, and it looks like you're on chapter 4, map 3, so you have a few more maps in chapter 4, and then the remainder in chapter 5. Okay. I will finish chapter 4 today. Hopefully we'll wrap up around midnight. That'll give me a little bit of time back. Probably guess when chapter 5 happens, it's very clear. It has a very clear cutoff point. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it. There we go. That Hound Eye like shockwave attack is very powerful against assassins. I noticed that we never got our Beretta back. We just got the 5.7 and the Deagle. Most likely one more stream left. Yeah. I don't know what my stream plans will be for next week. It's been very hard to schedule things lately. I've been really busy. I'm excited to play Gregulation, so I'm going to make sure to stream that no matter what. But next week I might have to go down to one stream. I'm not sure. See how it goes. Used to get them all back, but the creator changed it because people complained about too many guns to stroll through. That kind of makes sense because it's kind of like what RTBR does, where there's a ton of guns, but you don't get all of them at the same time. Regulation is very short, maybe an hour. I remember it being 2 hours or more. Now I'm concerned. I remember it being like maybe 2 to 4 hours from when I played it. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. No, you're probably right. I don't remember how long it took me. I think I beat it in one sitting, which is... might not be a good sign. Ow, ooh. Stun grenade. Would that be less streams than Underhell? Technically, it's the same amount as Underhell, but Underhell had some very long streams. That's true. Underhell took me forever. I'm sorry to put you guys through all that. That's a lot of streams to watch. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm back where I started. Ah! Oh. Mind. Really do need to finish Underhell, especially after the creator recently passed. Yeah, I mentioned Underhell earlier, and I had almost forgotten about the news. It's kind of... it made me sad when I remembered. It's really unfortunate. Especially, like, what surprised me was just how young he was. Ow. Underhell was really something special, and I feel like people don't appreciate it enough anymore. I'd like to see more appreciation, more like people streaming it or playing it, or fan content. It was a great mod, and I think it kind of like it's the progenitor of a lot of the mods we have now. Yeah, 35. Last news I heard before his passing was that he was a part of the people laid off from insurgency. I didn't know about that. Yeah. Am I going the right direction? Or yeah, I think I am. Yeah, it's incredible loss for the whole Half-Life modding community. We're going to add his name to the remembrance at the end of EZ2. I haven't done that yet, but that's going to be coming in one of the updates. I've been very behind on the updates, by the way. Oh, turrets. There we go. We published 2.0.2 to the beta branches, and we've already got some issues in. I'm sure you guys, some of you guys were the ones who reported the issues, so you know. But I need to set up a new bug tracker to be able to collect and triage all the bugs that we're getting in, because there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna have to fix. I'm so glad I got my friend to play Underhell last year before MXTHE's passing. I still talk about that mod with them. Aw. That is good. I wish I had played it sooner. More of it sooner. I think I only played the prologue back in the day. I had never finished Chapter 1 before. Speaking of EZ2, I wish the EZ2 co-op project was continued. That guy hasn't done any work in forever. It broke some time ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can I disarm these? Oh, you can disarm trip mines? That's cool. Oh! Never mind. You can't take the trip mines. A lie. That's a shame, because I really liked that project. My mind was blown that someone got co-op working in EZ2 on a single-player branch, no less. maybe someday we'll go to the multiplayer branch. I don't want to make any promises. Just upgrading to map base 8 was enough of an ordeal, and changing engine branches is going to be a nightmare. But it would be cool to play Easy 2 in co-op. I really wanted to try out the Easy 2 co-op project, so I'm sorry to hear that it broke. And I don't blame the creator at all for not maintaining it. You know, you gotta move on and do other things too. But if he ever does come back and update it, that'd be neat. That was a very ineffective grenade. What am I even doing? That was quite silly. Let's try that a little bit differently. There we go. That was easier. Around. Speaking of massive effects under red and blue and green lights, have you played Dragon Age Origins? Yes. Dragon Age Origins is amazing. Like, I feel like I have a personal bias towards Mass Effect. I don't know, I like sci-fi and I love Mass Effect, but Dragon Age Origins I feel like might be, like, in some ways, like, one of the most impressive games I've played. Like, I just love how many different branches the story has, and how many different ways you can replay it with the different origin characters. Dragon Age Origins is fantastic. Okay, so I played, Dragon Age 2. I played Inquisition. I didn't play the DLC for Inquisition, so I lost the plot. I never played the, Trespasser DLC, so I lost track of what happened in the story. And then I never played Veilguard either, so I'm out of the loop on Dragon Age, but I do like that series. MP branch would be cool, but yeah, that'd be a nightmare. But I played about half of Easy 2 in the co-op mode with a friend of mine. He suffered a bit because of the lack of lag compensation. Yeah, it looks pretty rough, but I had a good time. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And I would like to check it out. Actually, that was something that I kind of wanted to play with Breadman, but unfortunately, it sounds like that might have to wait. Oh, it's the Stomper again. He's back. Some people in the Underhill unofficial Discord server are attempting to port the prologue to Gmod in honor of MXTHE. It's got approval from Brandon. Oh. That would be cool. That way you could play that in co-op too. Oh no. Ah! Ow. I use my dash attack. Yeah, I'll start with the rockets. Use the rockets first. It does a lot of damage. Ooh. Dodged it. Deflected it, rather. 50 cal doesn't do much against it. Oh. To regen my health. We blew it up. Good job, team. Oh, there's more of them. Brandon also worked on the music for Trepang 2 and some of the tracks for Cry of Fear? No way. That's awesome. I hadn't heard of Brandon before. Ah! There we go. Okay. Easy. I wanted to port of the house map over to Gmod. Seems like it could be a fun TTT map. Yeah, it's good because it's designed to be kind of non-linear. So I think it would work really well for RP or like TTT, I guess, purposes. I could totally see that. I kind of missed out on a lot of the multiplayer shenanigans in Gmod. Like I never really played TTT much. A little bit of prop hunt. But no, I was never a big multiplayer Gmod guy, and there's so many cool things people have made. Ah, here I go. If I get up there. I see, I use a dash attack. I think a lot of players are going to get confused by this, I'm going to be honest, if this is the critical path. Unbreakable. Ah! Oh no. The throw is so weak in this. There we go. I like the smoke grenades that they throw because smoke grenades are hard in single player games because getting the NPCs to not see through the smoke is kind of like, you know, they're never going to be able to have the same like partial vision through smoke that players can. But if it's only the enemy NPCs using it against the player, then it makes sense because it actually does make it harder for you to see, but not impossible for you to see. So I think it's a cool mechanic. Like another arena. I feel like I should get some turrets to set up. Is that a guy? Is that a bad guy?
Status report sector 219. Over.
I like the soldier voices. Wait, that was you, Saint, right? The soldiers? Brendan McKagan. I'm surprised how interconnected the teams for small games and mods can be. I had a bit with my friend once where nearly everything lead back to Cry of Fear because there's some sort of connection. Really? How many degrees of Kevin Bacon am I separated from the Cry of Fear team? Actually, I can probably tell you because Trivy knew, like MXTHE, and maybe Trivy knows Brandon, actually. I have never asked him. But he was a voice actor for Underhell.
Confirm your status. Nothing. Over. Contact.
Ow. Those SMG grenades are brutal. I didn't even see that guy there. Ouch. Oh, I'm dead. Guy who voiced Simon in Cry of Fear did voices in Underhell? Really? I never knew that. I didn't know that there was connections between Cry of Fear and Underhell, I'm gonna be honest. I knew that, like, MXTHE worked with the Nightmare House team on Nightmare House 2. I wonder if there will be a memorial for him in the Nightmare House remake, actually. I think there should be. Me in. Oh, sniper. Yeah, I don't think I can take out that sniper. Oh, rocket launcher? No, I don't. Depends how far along it is and if it's going to cover any aspect of Nightmare House 2. It seems to be trying to be a complete reimagining of Nightmare House 1. Ooh, ow. Yeah, but I think they should at least have like a remembrance for MXTHE and the Nightmare House. Oh, remake. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Watamote. I don't... Never mind. Not gonna comment on it. You should at least mention him in the credits. Yeah, absolutely. Very popular manga in this world and in the Red Dimension. There's two different worlds. Those posters are the GTA box. It looked like GTA. I thought it was. I wasn't sure. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Just kind of looked like it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first. Ow. Get me from this far away. Pretty sure you can, actually. Look at the... Let's just take in the vibes of this room. Look at this. Look at the water material, the refraction on the water, the god rays on the key light there, little like lit up panels on this. Like I just like this room. From sniper to chill vibes. Yeah, exactly. This is our respite from the sniper. I wish Nightmare House Remake had that grit like in the original mod. It does look more like In Sound Mind. Yeah, I can tell they're going for more stylized, and you know, I'll withhold any judgment until I play In Sound Mind, which I still do need to play. Vizzies, if you're here, I'm sorry, I haven't forgotten about In Sound Mind. It hasn't left my my memory. I just need to find time to play it. The original Nightmare House 1 was very rough, blockout house. Well, but the Nightmare House 2, like, prologue version of Nightmare House, had like a cool gritty style. I forgives. Thank you, Vizzies. I will play it, I promise. We just haven't gotten to it yet. That's just another drone. Big deal. Ah! Yeah, I see why it's a big deal. Okay. 50 BMG. Okay. Ah! Ah! Okay, I missed. Ow. Chuck Norris has a connection to Underhill? No. Since the 2011 version of Nightmare House 2 had a Chuck Norris reference. Yeah, but it was 2011. Chuck Norris jokes were, like, still relevant. Rest in peace. That was brought up in the Underhill Discord. Yeah, I imagine with the recent news that would come up. Okay. Fire a rocket at... Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh. I missed. How many shots does this thing take? Get out of here. Ah! Super drone. Another Underhill stream will be in Sound Mind. It can't be that long, right? I do want to play it. And if it is that long, that's good, because I'm excited for it. Can't believe it's taken me this long to play it, honestly. Super drone. Oh no. There we go. Finally got the super drone. What's 10,000 10,000. 10,000 or 100? That's 100,000 damage. That's a lot of damage. In Sound Mind is long. You know what? I'll play it anyways. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good game. But yeah, it might be a lot of streams. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry in advance. I want to use my last round since I don't have any other bullets to reload. This is the first time hearing about it. Is it a source mod? No, In Sound Mind is a game by the creators of Nightmare House. It's sort of, I guess, a spiritual follow-up to Nightmare House, but it's an original game. It's a proper survival horror game length without going into spoilers. Yeah, I think I'm like maybe a little more than halfway through Resident Evil 1. I hope I'm more than halfway through Resident Evil 1. But that's kind of like binging it for the past couple of weeks. I imagine that's going to be a similar length. Have I already been through here? Oh yeah, of course I have. I'm trying to get back to the Sky Bridge, that's right. Yeah, definitely check out In Sound Mind. It came out a few years ago, and I kind of missed it. So I'm going to play it on stream when I get the chance to. Vizzy's actually got it for me for stream, so thank you, Vizzy's. Got an Epic Game Launcher, what? That guy folded under no damage. Do these crates always give you ammo of the weapon you're holding? No, I don't think so. Big elevator. Kind of uncanny about that elevator door. I don't know. I don't trust this elevator. This is a very suspicious elevator.
Now you're coming back to the city area. So once again, be careful with the civilians. We're so close.
Got it. Oh, they also removed the MP5 from the roster. It makes sense because the assault rifle acts more like an SMG in these sections, since we have the G36 as our rifle and the plasma rifle. I kind of like how they consolidate and get rid of the weaker weapons. That makes sense to me. Ooh, look at this vista. The graphics card.
Well, there
Crystal Tech.
the Crystal Tech HQ. Now we need to get inside.
Least futuristic elevator.
Go. I need to think of something. Meanwhile, feel free to scout around the area.
Oh, okay. I was gonna lob a grenade down there. The intrusive thoughts won. I'm sorry. I think I'm out of grenades. Crystal Tech even sounds like a graphics card name. It so does. Absolutely. Or, I mean, I feel like it'd be very on the nose if it was a company that made monitors. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. That's crazy. I was just wondering why there was moisture on my screen. Like, did I sneeze? That's kind of gross. There's, like, water droplet effects on the screen from standing in the rain. And they look so realistic that I thought it was actual moisture on my monitor. You guys see that? I don't know if it will show up on stream very well because the water drops are very small. But there's like little tiny water drops on the screen. Very immersive. Love that. There you go. Remember when they used to do that? Yeah, I'm thinking of Metroid Prime, but a lot of games did that. Oh no, you're talking about, remember when they used to bundle with a random game? Actually, I don't really remember that. I guess I didn't really buy graphics cards back then. I love the Hound Eye attack. I'm really starting to enjoy it. I'm gonna call it the Hound Eye attack. It's like a shockwave. But it just reminds me of the sonic blast that they do. Got G36 ammo. The recolored Hound Eye blast? Yeah. Probably the effect they use. Watch your step. There's no handrails. Can you imagine no handrails at all? That is not OSHA approved. OSHA. OSHA compliant! I'm currently in college. Internet is kind of ass here. Oh, thanks for tuning in. You don't have to watch me if you're in class, you know, like you focus on your studies, but it's good to see you, Gildan. We're playing Half-Life Diffusion. I always forget about the shockwave attack when I was playing. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the dash. But yeah, no, we've got no handrails. No handrails. OSHA compliant. Also, what kind of OSHA compliance posters? They would never. That's crazy. This will be OSHA in 2035 with no handrails on your stairs. Breaker box. Ooh, I like this light source. It reminds me of Fear. This room, Fear vibes with all the dynamic shadows. In the grimdark cyberpunk future, OSHA has been bullied into removing handrails from safety requirements. Exactly.
Your health matters, and so does your peace of mind. Secure your future with Century Health
I do
Insurance.
like this little drawing table here. You know, you imagine they probably have like the plans, and if they had to make like last minute adjustments. I mean, I imagine they wouldn't have the drawing table in the room where they're constructing things, but it still feels like it fits the environment. Cool. It's a vibe.
We can use this crane for our task.
Ah!
But how do we get close?
Sniper.
Right, there's a crystal tech shop.
Sniper is silenced, too.
Buy a drone. I'll explain later.
Buy a drone? What?
This will be covered by the company.
The devilishly low light bulb.
Attention.
Devilishly low.
It's time to score big at Mega City Mall's Mega Sale Weekend. From fashion to electronics, our stores are slashing prices on everything you need.
Ow.
Miss out on jaw
That guy's not even aiming at me.
at Mega City Mall. Hurry before
Yeah.
it's too late.
Environment is just so cool. There's so much to look at here. Scary. Hopefully the player doesn't notice default stance. Yeah, that's so real though.
Welcome to the future of technology at Crystal Tech. Explore the world of cutting-edge gadgets
I feel like this is a place where you would see the G-Man if the G-Man existed in this universe.
to futuristic gadgets.
Oh.
We're your one-stop destination for
Thanks for following, Saint Software. It's been good to have you in chat.
Crystal Tech.
You're gonna tell me that it's a gold source mod? It looks nothing like it. Yeah, they added a lot visually. They've got like specular, they've got cube map reflections, they have dynamic shadows. There's ambient occlusion in this. They've really overhauled the graphics, and I really like the visual style because it still looks old school, but not really like gold source. Looks more like the Fear engine or something like that. It's a neat detail of the sniper being silenced because it's in a populated area. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Oh, okay, we're just gonna walk in here with our HEV suit and all our guns.
I was just so close.
16.9. I remember joysticks like this. Why is the text all... Are these actual products where they like warbled out the text? Because that's awesome. If so, I think it is. I think they just like distorted the text to make it, you know, not the actual product. Hey, look, it's some girl from the bar earlier.
Stores. When you order online, our personal shopper will
Printer?
groceries straight out to your car.
I was about to say AI gen, but it's too consistent for AI. I had that thought, and I just didn't want to kill the vibe by saying AI gen. But I don't think AI would make it wibbly. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is like an actual product that they distorted. Because AI would at least try to make it... This is clearly deliberate. E9. Not AI. No, it doesn't look like it. I've been... Okay, now that you brought it up, I've been a little worried with all the custom assets. I'm like, are some of these AI? I don't think they are. There's nothing in here that's been like a tell that I'm like, oh, that looks AI. I think these are actually like stock photos and things that they've manipulated the good old-fashioned way with Photoshop or GIMP or Paint.net or whatever. But you never know. I'm gonna try not to think about it because I feel like it's just this mental burden all the time trying to figure out if everything is AI generated. I'm reasonably sure they didn't because this looks authentic to me, especially with the way they've blurred out the product advertisements. Yeah, my favorite band, Zalgo Text. The only AI was the voice acting. Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad that they removed it. Oh, that's like the Windows... Was that Windows 7 that had that background, or was it Vista? I know that's a default Windows background.
From fashion to gadgets, we've got it all, and it's just
Anyways, I'm sorry.
dive into the shopping.
Let's talk to... I think this is a different character model. I'm sorry, it's not some girl.
You're one
Somebody
of the
else.
tech employees, I see.
Oh, they think I work for Crystal Tech.
Coming in here with weapons.
Oh, I guess it's just a normal Tuesday.
You're looking for one of those military drones as usual? Okay.
This is convenient.
excellent. We just got a new range of colors in. I think you're gonna like them. Take your time and choose the one you want.
Orange.
I'll wait. No problem. Aren't you glad we have this color? Good choice.
Isn't she supposed to say, orange, you glad you...
Crystal Tech just introduced brand
whatever.
autonomous drone to deliver your goods safely and on time.
What do I...
All right. Is that all for you today, sir? I will put it on the CT account as usual. Thank you for your purchase and have a good evening.
I talked to iNeco about things. Oh, is that why it said Neko earlier? When I talked to iNeco about things, he did...
But most importantly, see if you can get that crane to work.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I talked to iNeco about things. He did indicate to me that the voices were the only AI in the game, which has since been purged. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't think any of it was AI, but I've just... lately, it's like every time I look at any image, I have to wonder, which is really bad. That hurts actual artists, you know, because... a lot of things aren't, and now you're always skeptical. The suit is branded with the Crystal Tech logo. Yeah, it's just very convenient that they already come into this specific store and already order the thing that I need to order. Funny.
Come back soon.
Alright, we're closed. I really like these little parallax corrected rooms where it's like, it's not a real room, it's just a flat texture, but they have like the illusion that there's a space beyond it. Cool. Yeah, like here, they have one of those. Yeah. What do you... is there a name for this? Like a parallax corrected, like, artificial room. I know some modern games that have, like, cityscapes, like the Spider-Man game, use this to have, like, buildings with hundreds of rooms. A really cool effect. Use the drone, select it, and launch when the hologram turns green. You can launch... Cool. It will attack all your enemies automatically. Love that. Won't follow you, but you can call it to your location. Press right mouse button to go in first person mode. Okay, wait. So, click here. Cool. Hi, hello. Hi, hi. Okay, so I'm going to take control of the drone. Oh, I can't look at myself because I turn when the drone turns. We're supposed to look for a crane, right?
Powerful flying mechanisms. A bit old-fashioned and loud. With just the right mix of...
Kara, we'll get to that later. Let's solve one task at a time. I'm sure you can teach us a lot when all is settled down.
Oh, I can shoot.
Now that I think of it, such machine can be a good buy for me. Not only that you destroyed could fly too, but it was too big and slow. But honestly, I'm a bit tired of flying. Right before the virus, I was creating all these robots as workers to help the dwellers. It allowed me to make a special model for myself to walk around and see the blue city from the dweller's perspective. But I never got a moment to create it because, well, I became too busy destroying everything.
We don't currently have such robots in our stock, but this definitely sounds like a project I'd love to work on. It's a deal.
Really? You would do that for me?
Ah, I see.
Best at expressing emotions, but I'm feeling really excited right now.
When the drone descends, I also crouch. It's kind of fun. I laugh seeing you turn when the drone turns because Zash 3D or not, it still has the classic source camera model restriction. Yeah, it's funny. It's still cool seeing myself in third person. Anyways, I better stay up by the button as the drone because I think I'm going to have to press it again as I get over there. Stop promising bootleg showdown or replacement body. Yeah. Oh, this is the main menu music. I was wondering why it sounded familiar. I can't get through this door. That door is a Half-Life 2 asset. Mike won't stop flirting with his new AI waifu. Oh no. I know he's gonna turn evil. It's obvious. How do I get over there? Because I know that I need to get onto that crane to get back where it's going, right? But I don't know how to get myself over there. Am I stupid? Wait, I might be stupid. Hold on. there like a button over here that I have to press? Is that a button? No, that's a breaker box. Not a button. Because I feel like... Okay, I feel like I need to get my actual body over here so that the drone can press the button again, and then I can go over to the sky bridge, get to the Crystal Tech building. Maybe... Okay, maybe I need to do something else. Like... Yeah, I need to... No. If I press it again, right? Okay, now we're gonna wait about 30 years for it to go back into its original position. Okay, so now I need to figure out as myself, how do I get over there? Path this way broke. Am I missing something obvious?
Upgrade your shopping game with Necco Online. Discover a world of convenience and choice right at your fingertips.
If I try to jump that, I'm not gonna make it.
And it's just a click away.
I'm gonna make that jump.
Into the shopping revolution with Necco Online.
I just realized who you sound like at times. Not all the time, but sometimes you sound just like Norm Macdonald. What is... Okay. What does Norm Macdonald sound like? No, what?
When I was young, there was a fella
I don't hear it at all. There's no way.
went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he...
No, there's not even a little bit.
He was scrambling to get out of high school. Jacques Zagatino had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Okay, I better get back to the game so I don't get copyright struck from that. But no, I don't even hear it a little... What accent does he even have? Norm is funny, so this is a compliment. You're right, I'm sorry, I should accept the compliment. He probably has a much better voice than me. If anybody has any back seating, I would actually appreciate it at this point, because I don't know how to get around that door. I only know Norm from that one weird Mike Tyson TV show. Yeah. I didn't know who he was either, I'm gonna be honest. I think I recognized him once I pulled up the video, but before that, I didn't know. Oh no, okay. Same type of button on crane? Oh, there's no button. There's no button. Okay, let me press the crane button again. We can wait 30 years for the crane to move. And, no button. No. There's no button. Red light? No, that's not a button. That's a breaker box. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I should have seen that. Thanks for helping me out with that one. I don't know if I'm just getting tired or what. Look at the vibes. I love these shadows. Lighting here is great. Is this... Yeah, real time. Okay. Maybe the drone needs to open the maintenance hatch. Nope. Okay. That person walking down there. Okay. Take me away, drone. I really like this drone. That's gonna be a fun gameplay mechanic. So is Neko the name, like with 2Ks, the name of the creator? You said A Neko, right? He goes by A Neko. Oh, I see. It's a fun reference.
Put your health in trusted hands with Century Health Insurance.
How do I get the drone to follow me? Okay, look. I think you need some help. Can I, like, undeploy the drone? Yeah, I can. Okay. Be useful. Button to recall it. Yeah, I think it's left click to recall, and then I can press E to pick it up. Words drone and fun game mechanic give me Garten of Banban flashbacks. I watched a friend stream some of that, and I could never play it. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I'm too old. I don't get this. Oh, left click tells it to go somewhere, not necessarily recall it. Okay, that's good to know. It's. You know, I wonder if in a Half-Life style game, if there could be good excuses for the player to lose specific weapons, because a lot of times the trope is like you lose all your weapons, then you gain weapons back, and that's how like RTBR and Diffusion get rid of some of your weapons. Like when we went to the blue dimension, we lost all our guns, and so we never got the MP5 back, and we never got the Beretta back, so that the 5.7 could replace the Beretta, and the MRC assault rifle could replace the MP5. What if instead you had some kind of a scripted reason to give up the MP5? Like you give the MP5 to another character and it becomes their signature weapon. I feel like that could be really cool for source mods where you'd have like recurring characters, and every time you lose a weapon, you like give that weapon to another character and it becomes their signature. Just spitballing here. I've never seen that. Because in RTBR they do the opposite, where characters give you their signature weapons. Hello, hi, hello. Hey guys, we gotta be sneaky. Oh, they saw me. They saw me. Going loud. That was close. I must live under a rock. I had to Google Garten of Banban, and I don't think I recognized this. And it looks awful. I'm guessing it's another mascot horror game. It's... I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I saw my friend play it. I know it's popular, but I think it's kind of like so bad it's popular kind of thing, like The Room. The impression I get. Or maybe it's like deliberately campy. I don't really know. I shouldn't say anything. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. The bit where Alex gives you her gun in RTBR is funny because it felt like, oh, we're legally required to have the Alex gun in here somewhere. At least, I mean, that gives you a good chance to like play around with it without taking it away from Alex permanently. I also really like the RTBR section where you use Annabelle. That was fun. Two devs who are kind of infamous for scam artists. Oh, Garten of Banban. And are trying to scam people. They somehow managed to luck out into a very poorly made game making millions. Oh, I didn't know that about it, but it doesn't surprise me that much. Oh, hey, look, this gun is badass. 30 minutes later. No, wait, I liked using that gun. Well, in context, like, the Beretta was inferior to the 5.7, and the MP5 was, like, a downgrade compared to the MRC. It wasn't when we first got it, but then we got other weapons that kind of replaced the role of those guns. Like, at first we had the MP5 and the MRC, but now we have the MRC and the G36, and the plasma rifle. So it makes sense to sacrifice the MP5. Likewise with the Beretta, we've got the Deagle and the 5.7. We don't also need the Beretta. Somehow in the last RTBR patch, I keep glitching out Grigori and keeping his gun, and he doesn't finish his script. I've never heard of that. That's kind of a cool, like, exploit to use, though, because then you get to keep Annabelle for the rest of the game. I do want to play more with Annabelle. It's a really fun gun to use. I liked using it in Salvation as well. They also bought some of those low-quality children YouTube channels that rip off copyright. Oh no. Yeah, I guess I'm glad I don't know about that. Gotta be sneaky. Or all the noise we just made. I don't feel safe standing on that parking lot. What do you think the guy on that bench is thinking about? Do you think you've ever been observed through a rifle scope while you're sitting on a bench by yourself in a parking lot? Maybe I have. Comfortable to think about. Caravan of Van Van has more games than Resident Evil and Sonic. There's no way that's true. There's so many Resident Evil games. Speaking of which, actually, since I'm playing through the Resident Evil series, do I need to play the games that aren't numbered? I mean, I guess technically 9 isn't numbered either. It's Requiem, right? But I feel like 1 through 9 are like their own mainline, but then there's also like 0, there's Code Veronica, there's like other ones that I don't even know about. Which games am I supposed to play? Help me out. There's not that much continuity between them? Oh, okay. But are they, like, worth playing? Like, sometimes, like, people say that about, like, Half-Life Opposing Force. And I would argue that there is continuity. Like, I mean, kind of. Maybe not. I don't know. I like the Half-Life expansions. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to go that way. But Veronica, I heard they're good. Okay. I probably will stick to the numbered games, but I am curious about those other ones. I get spoiled by being a big Half-Life fan because there's so few Half-Life games. Not hard to, like, whenever I see lots of Reddit posts asking what's the play order, and I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because now there's, like, Black Mesa as a remake and such, but it's so weird asking for a play order. It's like, there's not that many games. I guess it makes sense because they want to know which expansion packs to play in which order, and probably they want to know about, like, what's the deal with the episodes, but it's a short list. RE6 has been banned from being referenced. I thought RE5 was supposed to be bad. I don't know anything about RE6. I've seen gameplay of RE5, but I'm new to the series. I don't have the knowledge. Am I supposed to use my drone here, maybe? I have a feeling. I hate those questions on Reddit with a burning passion because most people just reply, skip the old ones and play Black Mesa. It's, that's a big debate. Like, should you play Black Mesa if you haven't played Half-Life? I think it really depends on the person. Like, there's sometimes where I think I would recommend Black Mesa over the original. I know that's like sacrilege, but as much as I love the original Half-Life, I think for some people it might be more accessible. For others it might be less accessible. It really depends on what kinds of games you like and, like, I don't know, just vibes. What I hate about those questions is that there's so many of them. Like, the question's already been asked. You just Google it and you look at the answers. You don't need to ask. The question has been asked like 1,000 times. Just like, are you not using a search engine? Drives me crazy. question is fine. It's just like, why would you ask a question that's already been answered? Some people really cannot stand games that look old. Like, I feel like I scoff at that a little bit when it's just like people not liking the way they look. Then I'm like, that seems very superficial. But I will say, older games can cause a little bit of motion sickness, even out of VR. Like that old, like especially like first-person games from the late '90s when they have really fast movement. Like a lot of times, I think for some people it's kind of unpleasant. I used to have a really weak stomach. I've kind of gotten my oh no, I kind of gotten my VR legs, and now I don't get motion sick as much. But I can understand if someone was like, yeah, I don't like that aesthetic because it makes me feel motion sick. I can kind of get it. One of the comments with a bunch of upvotes told people it's not worth playing the old ones, even if you wind up liking the series. What does that even mean? People are silly. The problem that I have with recommending Black Mesa as your entry into the series, this looks like a point of no return. The problem I have with recommending Black Mesa as your entry into the series is that it kind of, like, the way the levels are designed in Black Mesa kind of assumes that you've already played Half-Life 2 a little bit. It doesn't feel like it does, but if you look at, like, the way physics is implemented, they never teach you how to, like, use the physics system. They don't act like it's your first time using source physics. They kind of act like you've already played Half-Life 2 and have already tutorialized the physics puzzles and such. So it's not a good introduction into source engine mechanics the way Half-Life 2 is. And I feel like Half-Life 1 is like simpler mechanics-wise, and so it kind of works better in that regard. But I do, okay, really hot take. Some people are going to not like me for this, but I think Black Mesa is better. It's a better fit for Half-Life 2 story-wise. Like the changes that they made in Zen with like the Vortigaunts do a better job of setting up the plot in Half-Life 2. It just feels more like Half-Life 2. So if you do start with Black Mesa, you get more cohesion in the narrative, but at the expense of, like, the mechanics are going to be a little bit more complicated, and so it might be kind of a janky introduction compared with Half-Life's introduction, which is, like, perfection in every possible way. I've never gotten motion sickness on a game. That's nice. I remember there was a PlayStation 2 game that I, like, when I was a kid, I, like, threw up from playing it just because there was so much movement on the camera. A lot of those older games, like especially on a low frame rate, low refresh rate, would just like really do a number on me. A lot of Source Engine standalone games have a problem like that, where it's easy to forget it's possible someone who never touched Source. Yes, absolutely. Like in Easy 2, even I've noticed problems where sometimes there's jumping puzzles where we just kind of assume that you have the distance, the maximum jump distance in Source Engine like memorized, and you just know how to do the jump. It's in Chapter 3 specifically, and a lot of people like fumble a little bit in Chapter 3 because if you haven't played like a billion Source games, you don't necessarily have that muscle memory that we just kind of implicitly baked into the level design without even realizing it, because we all play too many of these games. I hadn't gotten motion sickness in years until I got a 240 hertz monitor that took a few days to get used to. That's interesting. Mine is 120 hertz, and I would like a 240 hertz monitor. I'm curious if I would have a similar reaction. I have my game capped at 60 FPS because the stream is 60 FPS. So I could be running this at a much higher frame rate, but I decided to lock it because you guys won't be able to see the extra frames anyways. I missed that dialogue a little bit. Or do I want to set up this turret? This feels like an arena, but there's no bad guys yet. What's going to happen here? Oh, do I have to... Yeah, okay. This is an arena. Where do I want to deploy my turrets? I feel like this corner could be a good spot for a turret. It is kind of exposed. This corner would be a really good spot, but then there's a barrel. Actually... No, I think Thought it was fine the first day until I tried rocket jumping in TF2. Yeah, anything that requires a lot of precise motion like that is going to be more susceptible. Why can't I place the... Alright, Team Fortress 2 skills. Facing that way or facing that way? I can't even tell. If it's facing that way, that's going to be really awkward. I think it is. Where you can place the turret and pick it up to move it? How do I... Oh! I didn't know that. That's cool. I think the way I want it to face, actually. Yeah, the legs make it look like it's facing this way. As iffy as I am about some things in Black Mesa, the Vort change in Zen was really, really good story-wise. I remember making a Reddit post, like, way, way back in somewhere in the 2010s, where I was like, wouldn't it be cool if Black Mesa changed the story of Half-Life to have a Vortigaunt rebellion? And that's such a, like, that's such a shitpost thing to suggest, because Black Mesa is trying to be, like, faithful to the original story, you know? So I feel like that probably got downvoted back in the day, where it's like, no, don't change the story. But they actually did it. I can't believe it. Mad lads. That probably didn't show up on stream well, but I got like stuck on an edge there. That was really weird. There are vorts that are... Oh, I know. But nobody really notices that. It's like a cool piece of trivia, but it's not like a major story beat, you know? I missed. There we go. Kill 30 enemies with an energy ball. Cool. I just meant redoing it to make it clearer or working to the plot makes sense. Yeah, and that's probably like where the Black Mesa team was at with it, and I'm very glad that they took that approach. I really like the Vortigaunt village scene in Black Mesa. I think it's kind of a highlight of the whole game, because it's a big story change, but it makes the story better. I feel like my turret needs me. Don't talk to me or my son. Oh. Oh. The cool thing about the Hound Eye attack, the shockwave, is that you can use it while you're reloading. So if I'm reloading and then somebody sneaks up on me, I can use the shockwave. I really like that. This these like augmented abilities make the combat more fun. I was very iffy on them at first, but they've grown on me so much over the course of my playthrough. That's how you know it's good. The pincher maneuver. I love using turrets like this. We need more turret gameplay. I want to make a map with turrets. Next Map Labs. Use a good turret. What a rotten way to die. Exactly. I love the Half-Life 1 door texture just being there occasionally. It's so funny because there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, if you've played enough Half-Life, it just sort of stands out, you know? Oh, what am I doing? I'm not even using my drone. What? My drone! Oh, okay, we're done already. And I can pick up turrets, can I? One looks like it's might be broken, but take it. I could have been using this the whole game.
James? Is that really you?
hear me. Let's connect her to a private conference channel. James, it's really you. I'm so happy to hear you.
A long elevator ride.
Meet again. Are you
At the top of the elevator is going to be the main menu scene.
Hello, Alice. It's nice to hear you so lively as always. It's been a while. Dr. Bennett? I can't believe my ears. I thought you were, well, gone. Now this changes everything. I thought I was gone for good too, Alice. Let me introduce our new friend. Her name is Kara, and she's a self-aware AI. Hopefully she's gonna help us. Hello, Alice. Nice to meet you. I will do my best. Hi, Kara. Wow, James, you've really been through something, and even brought Dr. Bennett back. You guys owe me a story. But first, we need to stop Dr. Rich. I've managed to escape, but I'm not sure if he wants me alive anymore. All files from my office are gone, and I've already caused some trouble. James, find a security station nearby and connect me. I need to understand where you are to guide you further.
Chapter 5, Crystal Tech HQ. I'm going to play just a little bit to get to a good stopping point, and then we'll wrap it up. New sheriff in town.
Back and how you found out about this place.
Oh, Andrew is Mr. Rich.
And now, stop this useless fighting and let's work together. Your experience and knowledge with the suit can help us create incredible things. Look, I'd even let you keep the damn thing. Don't move and give up your weapons. Security will escort you to your new office. If you'll excuse me, I have urgent matters to attend.
Does this have multiple endings?
Not. We'll talk shortly.
I wonder, I bet it does, actually. Wait. What? Is chapter 5 long? We're captured. You're
Status. No targets in sight. In this sector.
Rose on the Breencast, yeah. So this is our main menu screen. That message was so delayed I thought Twitch ate it. Oh, I'm sorry. Shotgun shells. Okay, I know we're pretty close to the end, but I think I am gonna wrap it up for today. And I'm not sure when I'll be able to stream Diffusion again. This Saturday we're gonna be playing Goragulation, since it was just released on Steam. I'm really excited to try that out. But we will finish Diffusion maybe next Thursday, but stay tuned for an announcement. Yeah, we're close to the end, so there should only probably be one more stream, and then that will be it for Diffusion. I really liked this chapter. I think it's picked up a lot. I like the new abilities. The drone was really cool. I want to use it more. I like turret gameplay. I think the combat encounters are really good. Oh, by the way, since I have this next to me, say goodbye to the M41A pulse rifle. I don't usually bring that out for streams. We got the pulse rifle. Let's see who we can raid. I saw Labris was streaming earlier, so if she's still on, we can raid Labris. Labris is not. Bye-bye, pulse rifle. Yeah, say goodbye. Let's see, who do we want to raid? I think a couple options for a raid. Somebody's streaming Resident Evil Requiem. I don't want spoilers. Someone's streaming Aliens Fireteam Elite. That's a cool game. The person who said % done last stream was thinking just length of chapters instead of length. This chapter's on the shorter side. We'll make it work for a whole stream, I think. Having a hard time deciding who to raid. Playing original Half-Life. Give me just 1 minute. We are going to raid Altier VT playing Sniper Elite 5, I think. He was the guy who was playing Cold Fear a couple days ago, and I thought that stream was cool. So we're gonna raid him. VT. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a great night. And be sure to tune in on Saturday for Gragulation. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. And be sure to give Faultier your best. Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Come on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How was Half-Life? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. If you need to raid run a completely stand for stay watch, I greatly appreciate it. But always take care of yourself first. Get some food, water, rest, all that good stuff. Yeah, how was Half-Life? And we'll definitely check out Derek here. We were playing a mod called Half-Life Diffusion. I've heard of that. I can't quite remember what it's supposed to be, but yeah, sounds interesting. It had a lot of cool new effects and mechanics. Very interesting. But naturally, you need to take care of yourself and get everything done. Food, water, rest, and all that good stuff. Completely understand. I really appreciate we were comparing it to Slav Jank games, and that made me remember your Cold Fear stream. Thanks. Well, I'm glad that you remembered. I appreciate that. I was actually funny.